Dark so long I cannot find the meaning. Hold my hand, let me stay by your side through this never-ending night. I can feel it now, it haunts me. All these demons, how they surround me. In this red light, it calls me. He is reaching out, consuming. Tyrant of the dark star, where's my love, what hold this heart?
Yeah, and the other team, as you arrive in the Narrows, could all of you give me a perception check?
How do you perceive these nuts? Actually, wait, pause. I'm not muted anymore. Never mind. Sorry.
Perceive these nuts, and then
21
you immediately apologize.
Thought I was muted. I'm sorry.
So Laeth can perceive everything, but does not have to perceive these nuts.
Just let me live.
I rolled nicely. 1 second. 24.
24?
Yeah, I rolled high. Thankfully.
I got a 12, and I'm getting my actual physical dice tray back because they would never fail me like this.
That
Don't
is a
speak too
lie.
quickly. Don't speak too quickly.
I won't.
Laeth and Gravewing, you notice this as soon as you get to the Narrows. The Narrows themselves are very much as they speak. They're a small strip of honestly mostly docks and warehouses along Lake Cassian, as mostly here is shipyards, docks, and warehouses. You see some ships are currently docked, but there's also quite a few of them just out on the lake. No one to bring them into port currently. And you see this as you enter the district. There's this one area where it was a warehouse at some point, but it has been something, looks like it had went through several of the walls and caused the roof to collapse, and you watch as some of these people are magically throwing water on this warehouse that is essentially now little more than cinders.
Can we ask around? Maybe what happened and stuff?
Yeah, you get stories of this sea monster that came out of the lake and tore through this warehouse to steal the bounty of fish that was in it. And when they tried to fight it off, it set the warehouse on fire.
So the sea monster can breathe fire. That is quite the pickle.
Any indication of like how big it was? Was it like person-sized, Nessie-sized?
They're telling you this thing is like massive, gargantuan. Towered well above this warehouse, like took out like the wall with a single bite. You also don't know how much of this is them embellishing a story. But if either of you three want to make a nature check to see if anything rings true.
I mean, can I use gossip lore?
Yes, you can use gossip lore.
Okay.
My nature is not good, but I'm gonna give it a shot because honestly, I'm curious.
So
Never mind.
that is
I got 23 for nature.
beautiful. I got a 14, and with gossip lore, if I fail, I get dubious knowledge. If you're interested in that.
So for gossip lore, there's going to be a lot of lore. You did technically succeed on that because it is a legend. It is there's a sea monster that sleeps below Lake Cassian, and kind of your classic Nessie champ vibes, you big, large, scaly thing. Gravewing, that sounds like a sea drake that they're describing. You remember there was a book that your sister was reading and had a very similar description of a monster that these pirates were fighting.
It's a sea drake.
Oh, I see. Well, that makes sense if it's underwater. Why does it breathe fire if it's underwater? What evolutionary benefit does it gain? I look at Gravewing as if she knows the answer. Expecting it open.
Cooking its food, fucking up wooden boats. Lots of things.
I see.
Actually, with that 23, does that factor? I'm speaking out my ass, Aubrey.
It actually breathes lightning, but something hits. Lightning can easily set things on fire.
Yeah. Graving will just be like, well, actually, it breathes. It's like me. It breathes lightning.
Oh, that's very good to know. Interesting.
Yeah, so that would make sense on why it set fire to it.
Mm-hmm.
Double or nothing. It's edible. I give. Like how I'm giving the camera right now, like a little finger gun. Gravewing actually gives Nihil like a finger gun, one-handed only, but just kind of like a. We're on the up and up here, okay?
You see, like, it's not like a smile, but you see Nihil's eyes widen and they look very excited. It's just like, or single eye, I guess, technically. There's only one eye. I always forget that. Eye wide is just like, oh, that's great. Oh my goodness. I wonder what it tastes like.
The tricky part here is luring it out and then fighting it.
Well, apparently it likes fish.
Fish is a good lure. But keeping it from jumping back into the ocean is... That's our kind of key here. Once it gets in there, we're kind of fucked.
Yeah, and on your gossip lore, Laeth, there's just lots of stories about this creature, and a lot of the stories... It coming up and attacking things is not usually in the story, so that's definitely new.
I've heard the stories about the lake monster, but not really of it coming out of the lake.
Do you think something's changed with its ecosystem?
Absolutely.
I mean, if it has to hunt for fish in warehouses.
Could be something else that's maybe someone else is luring it here. I mean, we had a Dom fear kidnapping. I think I'll believe anything at this point.
As great as it would be to cook and hunt this monster for a wonderful meal, do you think it might be more efficient to figure out what's causing it to come out?
I don't think it can hurt, but at least we've got a lot of we've got plan A right now. We have a plan A. We can work on plan B. We have time to work on plan B is what I should be saying. Let's look around these docks some more, but try not to jump in any holes, sewer grates, nothing.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm gonna say this like kind of to the group, so hopefully no one over here is ideally type of things. Like, don't the cousins do stuff with monsters? I heard they were monster hunters. Maybe they know a little bit more about this and they might have something about it.
Pretty sure they claim to be, so maybe.
Only Eurideux is a monster hunter. Or claims it.
Do you think he's not a good one or not one? You keep saying claims it.
Well, anybody can. I can claim to fly, but it's gonna be hard for you to believe me because I don't have wings.
Gravewing, you could say that you could turn the moon on its side and I would believe you.
Oh. Oh. Oh, okay, I'm flattered. Thank you.
Which moon is the question? We got two
Well,
of them.
that's up to Gravewing, isn't it?
Just punches the moon.
I'm gonna punch the moon!
Now think about Despicable Me. Minions! We are going to steal the moon!
Well, yeah, if you're looking around, give me more perception checks.
Maybe the real monster is gonna be a guy in a fursuit, huh? God damn it.
I would specifically like to talk to folks and hear
Yeah.
if there have been other like warehouses that have been attacked or boats or anything. Is
You're
that
gonna-
still
If you're gonna do...
perception?
If you want to use your gossip lore for that, you can.
If you're gonna do the talking, then I will for sure try to push more into looking.
I can't help that I'm scared of people, so I got 21 for perception.
26 gossip.
That was almost a nat 20. It's not. I saw it go to 20 and it did it. It still rolled high, but I just that got me for a second. 22 for perception.
22 for perception. We'll start with you, Laeth, for your gossip lore. Like, lots of stories. This started about 2 months ago, give or take, with this monster coming in and attacking. It's always attacked warehouses or fishing boats, usually after they've come in and bring in the catch. So a lot of people think it's hungry. But yet again, it's just like, why is it attack? Like, maybe it's just learned that there's just an abundance of food here. Who knows? That is the big thing for that. And then sort of lots of stories of there's apparently an old story about a dockmaster doing a ritual to soothe this monster. And apparently it's passed down from dockmaster to dockmaster. And would you believe it? About 3 months ago, we got a new dockmaster.
Is that an appointed position, or how does one become a dockmaster?
It is kind of not necessarily appointed. You don't vote on it. It's usually passed down from whoever's the current one. Will not necessarily name their successor. It'll just be like, you're going to be my apprentice. You're going to apprentice under me until I retire. Then you're going to become the new dockmaster, so on and so forth. Mm-hmm. And Gravewing, you find a previous area where it is attacked, and you actually managed to get a handful of these sort of iridescent blue-green scales. Each scale is actually probably close to the size of your hand. And you get 3 or 4 of them.
Oh well, shit, nice.
If you ask around, apparently one of the dockworkers sort of attacked it, and they managed to injure it a little bit, and that's where these scales came from.
I mean, I'll show it to you guys once I get it. Wait, Nihil still has to do stuff, but yeah, for sure I'll show it to you guys when we regroup.
And for Nihil, you find an area where it has ruined area of the dock where you can find all of these large scratch marks where this is where it latched on to pull itself up out of the water, and these claws are like this size of your forearm.
I see. This is actually quite a massive creature. They weren't really over-exaggerating on it. Internally, thanks to Schism, do you think we can eat it? I think it would be kind of fun.
It's just like, think of it's so much. I'm sure we could. It's so much meat.
I don't know if we could pull it off, but I'm just saying theoretically, if we can't do this the pacifist route, this would be a lot of meat to cook for everyone. How hungry are we right now for human flesh, though? It's been a while.
It just goes very. I need to eat.
Okay, I'll see what I can do about that then. Alright, and I'll head back to the group and let them know about the size and stuff like that of the monster.
I just show you the scales. Yeah, I found it at one of the attack sites. It's pretty fucking big, huh? These are just
certainly
scales.
is. Perhaps fighting it is actually not the best option, but more of like a final thing, like a last resort. Last resort, yes, that's what it is.
Given
I
the
think-
size, you'd think keeping it away would be a priority, but
No, I mean,
apparently the Dockmaster has some sort of ritual to soothe it, keep it from attacking. And we got a new Dockmaster about a month before these attacks started, so perhaps something was not quite passed down correctly.
You think we should be giving the Dockmaster a visit?
I
Maybe
think
clear
so.
the air. Yeah. Should we... You think we got about a mile to where the cousins and Alistair are? I could try and send them a message. This is also a mechanics question, Aubrey.
It would probably be more than a mile because they're probably getting ready to leave the estate at this point.
Laeth, actually, can you go on ahead? I'd like to speak with Gravewing one-on-one in private, and I don't want you eavesdropping because I know you do that sometimes.
Wow, she was not going to eavesdrop, but now she is absolutely walking like around a corner and listening in.
Can I perception check this? Because I don't trust Laeth, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It'll be. Laeth's stealth versus your perception DC.
Oh boy, oh boy.
That is a 27.
Fuck you, 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 fuck you.
If you hadn't made a smarmy comment, she wouldn't have done it.
It wasn't even a smarty comment, it was just a literal statement. Don't make me to my boy.
Isn't that a critical success?
It is, yeah, I guess.
Cool.
Or whatever.
Laeth is gone. You're not sure where they are.
I hope they're not eavesdropping, but Gravewing, I have a bit of a pressing matter that I need your help with.
What is it?
I mentioned to you my dietary restriction requirements, and I do need to eat again very soon.
Ah. The calcium deficiency you have, yeah.
Yes, that. It's unfortunate, and I would prefer to you know.
Okay. I'm gonna be so real with you right now. I have no idea how to help you. Because the thing we are fighting it's most likely not a bad. It's probably not high enough in calcium for you, is it?
It's not particularly the type of calcium I need. And I'm gonna think to myself, would a giant sea monster fix this schism? I know it's not human flesh, but will it work?
No.
It will not, Snow. But perhaps this Dockmaster is really corrupt.
Look, I'm not gonna promise anything. Because there's a good chance that the Dockmaster is not corrupt, and perhaps the previous Dockmaster just simply fucking died, and that's why no one was there to teach them what they need to know. So there's always that. You gotta think about that.
I know. I'm also thinking about my current health at the moment.
I'm aware, but
I'm so hungry, pal.
like I said, I don't know how to help you with this.
Just if there's a opportunity to keep your eye out, it would just appreciate it. And just, if I need to excuse myself for a minute, you didn't see me and I didn't see you. Please.
Okay.
Please trust my moral compass at least a little bit on this one.
I trust that you have yourself and this dietary restriction under as much control as you can. We literally cannot judge you in this group. And if we do, well, I mean, 3 of them are nobles, so I would assume they judge a lot.
I think Laeth would call me some very mean words if they knew, so I don't want to tell them.
Look, I like Laeth, but Laeth has some unruly ties, and I think unruly ties equal to not be judgmental in this case scenario.
Do you think that she's... Wait, oh yeah, does Laeth use they-them pronouns only, or I mixed it up?
Laeth uses she, any.
Okay. Shenny programs, got it. Shenny program. Well, maybe she would actually be able to help me if that's, the case with my dietary restriction.
What are you implying? What are you implying? That's the most ominous shit you've said ever.
Honestly, I'm just desperate. I don't know anymore. At this point, I'll just take anything.
Oh my goodness. Okay, look. I'll keep an eye out. Obviously.
How? If you think Laeth is a non-judgmental person, I will ask her to also keep an eye out for anything that might be dietary appropriate.
Truthfully, I think you should be pretty open to everyone about your restrictions.
Oh, I suppose so.
It's very specific.
I should go find Laeth then.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gravewing. You're a very good person to talk to.
I'm glad that you feel that way. That came off very, very, you know what? Let it come off the way it came off.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I think it came off very nice, and I'm not going to question anything otherwise. I'm gonna go find Laeth. I don't know if I can with that stealth roll you made, but I'll find Laeth.
Yeah, Laeth, so you heard that whole thing, so do you want to do anything about that?
I am going to pretend that I did not hear about it. And will look like I'm investigating when Nihil is like, oh, I'll go find Laeth. Look like I'm investigating the sea drake.
Yeah. I'm gonna scuttle up behind Laeth, like scuttle. Laeth, may I have a word with you?
What was the point of breaking us up if you want a word now?
Gravewing has persuaded me that you're a trustworthy individual, and I think I may have judged you too harshly when I first met you.
Mm-hmm.
I have I have a bit of a dietary restriction in which I am unfortunately required to consume. I'm saying this part quietly, by the way. I'm saying this part quietly. So like, if there's anyone eavesdropping, they have a hard time. I am unfortunately forced to consume human flesh on a regular basis, unless if I don't, my body will eat itself. Essentially, it is very unfortunate, and it is not done out of a choice, but out of necessity. And you are very good at potentially noticing dead people's bodies, or creating dead bodies. I'm not particularly sure. But I was told that it's a good idea to trust in the group, and so I trust you with this unfortunate dietary restriction which I have. And if you happen to come across any dead bodies, I am very hungry and I need to feed.
It's unfortunate you weren't around when my mother died. Could have saved us a lot of trouble.
I mean, if you kill her again, I will eat her.
I think she's undead at this point. I don't know that makes for a good meal.
I'm gonna think just because can I eat an undead person?
May not turn out so well. Depends on how long they've been undead.
Depending on how long she's been undead, it might just be a bad stomachache at worst.
Well, there's a reason above table that Aubrey keeps saying, no, you should not eat ghouls. So I think it might be a little
but ghouls
worse than
have-
just a bad stomachache.
Yeah, but ghouls are different. Ghouls have like some sort of ghouls are literally contagious with a ghoul disease. Undead just means the body's.
You don't know what exactly brought the Idrisi back.
Oh my god, she's a ghoul, but like super ghoul. Oh, okay, never mind. Well, unfortunately, I was not there to eat your mother. But if you have any other non-undead relatives that need to be consumed, just let me know. Or just
If you
anyone
want to take a bite at the Scriabins, but have you apologized to Alistair?
I have not told him about this yet, and I'm a little bit scared to. But I will be apologizing.
You made such a big deal about not eating people.
To be fair, he did say my biggest personal secret in a group of strangers, so quite frankly, I was a little bit taken off guard. And I wasn't really sure how anyone would react in this situation. I just wanted to make it out of that jail alive and in one piece.
If you want to make it out of situations better, please get better at lying. It was deeply obvious and frankly offensive.
Was that an insult?
That you're a bad liar? Do you take that as an insult?
Was it meant as an insult or constructive criticism?
However you want to take it, Nihil.
Why do people keep saying that to me? Well, just we'll be on dead body alert, and if we find someone unethical, and I did a little like sling throat motion with my finger, just don't worry about it. And thank you for not eavesdropping. It was very respectful of you.
Sure.
Alright, and I'll be down to rejoin now.
Yeah, you rejoin the three of you, and I think you all want to rejoin with the cousins plus Rat.
Yeah.
The cousins plus Rat should be rejoining with us. They know where we are. We hit two places.
Mm-hmm.
And also, they gotta be here for Alistair, right? Because Alistair's tower is here?
No, his
the
tower
tower's back
is
in
in.
Goldtown.
Yeah, tower's in Starlight Bastion.
It's still closer here.
It is very close here, so.
Yeah, it's a
Don't we
nice
still need
turn.
to go into Starlight Bastion through unconventional ways since it's technically locked on the outside to the public?
Yeah, but those unconventional ways took us to Salvation Row originally. No,
Darklight Bazaar.
Darklight Bazaar, really? Oh damn! I could have
Yeah.
been at home for ever ago.
And there's various ways, but the one that you know in and out easily is Starlight Bastion to Darklight. Yeah, so it is. The rest of it is currently, for the time being, until the last of the ghouls are dead, locked up. But yes, you all eventually reconvene somewhere.
Let's do Darklight because I don't think we would have been taking around the two giant canisters. While
Wasn't there
also
For
another
now.
place we had to go? Weren't we stopping by the house on the way somewhere?
Oh.
Yes, that was a me thing, but I plan to go on that on my own regardless.
You were.
So I'll meet up with the group.
You were heading to Clockwork Halls, right?
I wanted to actually head to see a separate family member, but I wasn't going to tell the group that in character. So that's why I'm like, yeah, I'll go with the rest of the group if we're going to meet up, so I could drop off the Rat and cousin.
Yeah, we can do that. So yeah, you all reconvene and can at least disseminate information.
First thing I say is, Alistair, I'm sorry.
Niall, why don't you go first and share the glass? It's going to be funnier this way.
That's not meant to be funny, but I'm gonna look at you and just be like, can I hold your hand while I say this? Gravewing.
Me?
Yeah.
Like you're fucking 5? Sure.
Wait, so you're looking really nervous and holding Gravewing's hand?
They're asking for your blessing to get married, Alistair.
No.
Are y'all dating now?
No, I was gonna tell you all that I eat people. It's a diet.
What?
Oh, so you're
I
finally
thought
telling
that
us?
was a joke. Wait,
No.
this is still a
No, it
joke.
wasn't.
No, it's
No.
an unfortunate dietary restriction. If I don't give my body human parts to eat, it will start to eat itself and I will die.
So you kill other
Yeah, it
people
was
so
very
you live?
obvious.
Well, yeah, pretty much. Wait, make that face again. That's incomparable for an emote. Dang it.
We have this recorded. Don't worry
Oh,
about it.
thank God, I'm gonna crop that emote. I do try to be as ethical as possible and only, kill people when really needed and if they were going to kill someone else. So it's technically saving a life if you think about it.
Oh, so you were finally apologizing to
Yes, I'm
Alistair?
sorry. It was true. I didn't really like how you outed that personal detail about my life, but I shouldn't have been so aggressive and also lied as much as I did.
You gaslighted Alistair.
I'm kind of in shock because we had out of character, just this is the emotions going over Alistair's face is yeah, that's cool. Wait, but we made good and we're all cool, but you didn't tell me this.
I wasn't particularly sure how you would react, to be honest.
Just all nonverbal, just this tableau of emotions from the cool to the what to the.
If it helps, I wasn't going to eat any of you.
I'm just glad you're finally saying something.
Well, I'm bringing this
That's
up.
what's with the rumors.
Yeah, it is an unfortunate requirement, but I do my best to work around it. I don't like that Luke keeps giving me the worst side eye that she could possibly muster, but
Would use a stronger word than unfortunate, but okay, it's your condition.
I'll be blunt. If you guys find someone or a dead body, just let me know because I am very hungry.
Hey, what about the guy that's watching Lou's dad?
Whiskey Drac?
Do we know
wait.
that it's him?
Well, we know it is sometimes him. I don't know if there's more, and we don't know why they're doing it. Maybe
could
let's
we-
not jump to murder. What about the graveyard? Have you tried just eating a corpse?
I mean, if the corpse is fresh enough, yes. I've done
Just
some
go
grave
take up
digging
the
before.
body.
You should have just told us this, friend. You're a very bad liar.
I've been told as much. I'm not sure if it was an insult or
Yes.
encouragement to improve myself, but
I think you should just get better at lying.
I think we all we also should fully state, because we're being a little too chill about this, that we don't necessarily support the cannibalism part.
It's not
100%.
great.
It's not great. Yeah,
Killing someone to save yourself is questionable,
not really.
They're a menace to society. I don't care.
honestly,
It's
if I had the choice not to do it, I would certainly not be doing it. And I have been trying every other method possible to keep myself alive.
yeah. Look, that shit aside, I just feel like we should also open, because I think a lot we're also being super chill about this, and I just don't want you to think, oh, we can have a whole group of cannibals. No. No. But your situation, I genuinely don't think you'd make it up
I think if people eat
because
other
you're a
people-
bad liar.
Hey, I think if people eat other people for fun, it's actually really weird. And
Just weird? Only weird? That's the strongest word you want to use right now? Is weird?
I don't think I can morally use stronger words given my
You
situation.
could. You can. You should. Please use a
Hey,
stronger
what?
word than weird.
Question: where are we?
We're in the shop. We're in the shop.
Okay, great.
Is Juniper
Just wanted to be sure.
Did you just listen to this sipping a cup of tea? Like
Dude, she,
She
Writing
should know
notes.
what's going on here.
yeah,
Okay.
Juniper can watch
Yeah,
and listen
she
and
should.
drink a cup
I'm
of tea.
never going to come to the bar now.
Don't worry, Juniper, I had no plans to ever eat you. You're very sweet.
Niall, that is not
Thanks.
actually
That
reassuring
just-
to hear.
Yeah, that just makes it sound more like you're gonna.
Dessert.
That means like you actually had to think about it and make the decision.
I mean, I have thought about the order in which I would eat all of you if I had to, but
See now that shit you don't say. That shit you don't admit. That's
That's an inside thought.
that's something you take to your grave.
understood. I definitely did not think of that.
It's too late. You already said it. You can't unsay it. Trust me. You said things
I
that
better
are
have
out
not been
there.
on the fuck. I better have not been on the fucking list. I'll
This is
kill
true.
you.
Oh no, it was like an order, not. Actually, I'm not gonna keep saying. I'm not gonna specify. You told me.
Yeah, you
anything.
stop.
You should, take a zipper, throw away the
I,
keys. What
I
they
do
say.
have a doctor that I have been seeing that has been analyzing my condition. Aubrey, what's her fucking name?
I have a doctor.
her name is Indigo.
Indigo. Yeah. Okay.
Where the fuck did you get a doctor in Dark Light?
They're not a doctor. They're an alchemist.
They're an alchemist. My apologies.
There,
They've been-
exactly. You gotta use better words. The fuck? Last time I saw a doctor here, he wasn't a doctor. He just liked killing people.
Well, her name is Indigo. She's an alchemist, and she's studying at Ravenwood, and she's very
She's a
professional.
student?
Well, yeah, I
You
come
went for
visit
a
all the time.
student?
Who else am I
now.
going to go to? I bring her some good food that I've baked and everything, and she looks at my body and makes sure that I'm not eating myself from the inside out.
I don't like any of those sentences.
Nihil, with respect, don't say anything around this about any of our families.
I didn't find
They'll eat you. And not in a fun way. They're going to just kill you.
I should point this at the table now because it's already kind of strange. My mom definitely thinks I'm dating Nihil.
What?
I'm trying to put that into like social order to like make sure Nihil gets into places they shouldn't be. But isn't now it's kind of strange.
I'm kind of taken, so I can't really.
No, we're not dating, like obviously, but like I think that if I need to get you somewhere, we should just pull up the guys. You know, looking at Luke, you know how my mom jumps conclusions. You know how she knows a lot of my friends.
I'll pretend to date you. Wait, hold on.
Oh,
I didn't think about
only around the family.
Okay.
Only around my
I'm gonna-
family. We don't actually have to
I
pretend all
gotta
the
think
time.
to myself, excuse me, one, do you think I'm handling this well? And two, are you okay if I fake date Yuri? I need your permission, babe.
Excuse me, goes 1, no, 2, sure.
This just in, Schism's polyamorous.
Doesn't make more than two hands.
Wait, did you say babe to Schism?
We've been calling Schism babe for a while now. It's just internal, so we can't react to it. Every time I scream a little.
I've been calling Schism babe and dear, and this is the most ambiguous relationship. Like, they're fucking. I'm saying it.
I never caught it. I don't know why I've never caught
I
it.
was just gonna ask you
Okay,
who you are
this is-
with because you said you were taken.
Yeah, and I have.
Yeah, no, who are you with?
Who are you with?
Whom?
Do you have a partner? A
I'm gonna think to
spouse?
myself and just be like, do we tell them?
Yeah, it's spring time.
Schism's just like, you made this bed, now you're gonna lie in it.
I think honestly at this point we've already dug this. This is just Miles is just thinking for a moment and thinking to themselves like, I think at this point I've dug this hole so bloody deep it would be kind of at this point the best time to say it because apparently I can't lie.
Oh, you have more secrets.
No, it's just thought internally. Now I was just thinking while you guys are just staring at them. And now I'll just be like...
You're thinking there might as well be like a teleprompter going across your forehead, I think.
And now I'll just sigh and be like, all right. And I will open my hand for Schism to come out if Schism would like to.
You let me meet them and you didn't tell me you were dating them. That's worse than the cannibalism.
You knew about this?
Yeah, you showed it to me when I helped you with the bathtub.
Yeah, you did show.
Oh, no, I...
You showed it.
We spoke.
I'll hold my hand out for...
You could do a great ventriloquy bit with them because they can speak.
I know.
I never even got their name.
So
We
the
were
reason
roommates.
why I have my unfortunate dietary restrictions is, and I'm going, the mouth is going to open on my hand, and Schism, you can do whatever you want now, I guess. You have right to say things, unfortunately.
I'm free.
The worst thing to say right away, Schism. I'm so sorry.
So you're dating. What name?
Oh, this is going to get a ride out of all of you.
You can call me Schism.
Oh, okay, Schism.
And you said no to that as our group name? I thought you would be a more supportive partner, Nihil.
It would be weird.
I personally really liked it.
I'm sorry.
So, so where are you from, Schism?
Very far away.
Like Da or something?
Further.
Okay, I guess we could have this conversation
Is
later.
this some...
Are you from the moon?
Technically.
Oh,
Not that. What?
no.
What? Not that. Oh my. You know we have more.
Yuri
We
is
have
having a
we
moment.
have so much more information to share. Can we just like put a pin on this and like go back
Yes.
to it after? Like this is.
Alistair's
Just
like
say
doing a little rat dance in excitement.
We can. Okay. We can talk about that. The rest of
Yes.
that later. Thank you
Later.
for sharing, Nihil.
Yes. Also, Schism, if you try to eat any of us, we will kill you. Sorry. Just need to make
No,
that
that's
blunt.
understandable.
Wait,
Welcome to the group
Thank you.
officially.
Yeah, nice to meet
Yeah,
you.
welcome to
you.
Anathema, I guess.
Also,
Officially.
doesn't this mean you're not a cannibal?
Schism is the cannibal, you're right.
If
I mean, but
schism
schisms
no, this is no.
not-
We're not talking. Shut up. We're not talking about this. Shut the fuck up. We're not talking about this
Okay.
at all. Not right now. Not right now. No. This is all 3 a.m. talks. Where no. In the
Okay.
lake.
Great to meet you, Schism. We need to talk. You should go back inside.
I mean, maybe Schism has useful information, but he'll pop out and say stuff if he thinks it's useful.
Well, yeah. Just not around other people, obviously. I don't
Moving
think I need to tell
on.
you
There
that.
is a sea drake in the lake.
Which lake?
Are
The
you
lake?
Yes.
for real? A
Our
real
lake?
one?
Yes. Oh, and I show you the scales.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so that's our problem. It attacked the docks for fish, which sounds like it shouldn't be doing that, considering, but it's been attacking several times. We gotta talk to the dock master, who's apparently new. You, right, Laeth?
Attack started around 2 months ago. Got a new dockmaster around 3. And apparently there used to be some old ritual that they did to placate the drake. So,
Can I see one of
Yeah.
those skills?
I got 4 of them.
Do you think there is a problem with the fish in the lake? Is there a lack of proper supply and it is growing hungry? Are we overfishing the lake?
The population has been decreasing for a while,
Is
actually.
it?
Yeah, that's what my family's been saying.
Oh.
you would think with all the ghouls, the demand for fish would be lower than ever.
Maybe that is a problem. The demand is too high.
Aubrey, could I do Monster lore check on this
Sure,
counts? Where's my dice? Using this bouncy dice. I'm going to use a hero point to not use this bouncy dice. Let me use my Yuri dice. My Eurideux dice. Sorry, not my Yuri dice. For those listening, I have different dice for that. Anyways, that's a 21.
21. You can ask a question about the sea drake itself. Like, if you want to know any of its, like, stuff.
I guess for me, I'd want to know... I guess my first question is how a sea drake got into the lake. Are they known to, like, migrate for food? And if it's a sea drake, does it need to be saltwater?
I mean, the lake itself is kind of briny. It is kind of where saltwater and freshwater mix. So
it's a lake in name, but like it's actually like
yeah. It's it itself is could be the sea drake from the legend that lives under the lake and is placated with this ritual, or it could have it could have followed the river up to where the lake is, and maybe it's now trapped and does not know how to get back to the ocean. You don't know. It is a possibility that could have happened, or it could be just the thing that's been woken up.
Okay, and this is definitely like, I would know that this is something of a sea drake.
Yeah, especially looking at the scale. It's you've seen the kind of coloring and the patterns before. This is very very much a sea drake.
Okay, yeah, I'll go. Yeah, I mean it's definitely sea drake. It could have got followed the river and got caught into the lake itself. It doesn't know how to get out. And the lake, I mean, it'll explain why the population of normal fish in the lake has gone down, and if it's almost out, then you could get more food. You should definitely try to figure out whatever that ritual was.
Or else try to lead it back to sea. I don't suppose anyone can speak to sea drakes. Looks at Lou for half a second and then down to Niall's hand where the schism mouth popped out. Schism?
From my hand. Schism can answer.
Schism just goes, nothing I'm aware of.
I could speak to snakes sometimes. That's the most I can do.
That is really cool.
We could figure it. I think we could probably figure it out. I don't know if. I mean, it's a sea drake. If it's going out for food, it's hungry. We should probably just try to get some fish and lead it back to the ocean.
Put the fish on the pirate ship and send them back to sea with the drake.
Hey.
I'm kidding.
It's
but
more than
maybe.
likely just a scared animal. Just trying to live.
All right, we've got some options. We should still check in with this dockmaster. If anybody's going to help us get a bunch of fish to lure it away, it's going to be them.
There's a plan. We can talk to this dockmaster and figure out where to go from there. You've got time before you have to deal with the Nadia problem. So I think that's a pretty good spot to leave it for now, as you all decide what your next... Probably go talk to the dockmaster. And yeah, we'll see. We'll take us out, Tick.
Thank you everyone for listening to another wonderful episode of Goblins and Gaze. If you like what we do here, feel free to follow us on Blue Sky, on Instagram. I'm not web mentioning that fuck-ass site anymore. We have a Patreon where you can support all of our content in the best way possible, giving us money. I love that. With enough followers, I'll draw feet pics. No, I won't, but it'll be funny. And remember, give us a nice review. Check us out on our little Discord. We send messages sometimes, and if you ping me 5 times at 1 a.m. like Beetlejuice, I'll actually come in and just reply to you with like a spoiler. But anyways, remember, stay safe and get you friends that'll support your cannibalism habits.
Wake me up from the sleep.
Yes. Guys, how was it?
I cannot find the meaning. Oh, come let me stay by your side through this never-ending night. I can feel it now. It haunts me. All these demons, how they surround me in this red light. It calls me. He is reaching out, consuming.